All
This is
right.
good.
Are we good?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay.
You're good?
Jake Brennan.
Closer together, you can be the better. Sorry, last rule.
Right on.
All right, Jake Brennan here.
Brett.
We're at the beautiful Playhouse Cinema in downtown Hamilton.
Yeah.
Historical place which saw the movie Maxxxine. This is the third film in Ty West trilogy with the beautiful Mia Goth.
Yes.
Brett, what are your initial thoughts? What do you got? What are you thinking?
I was like, what am I watching the whole time? Because it's a slasher film. It's like Death Wish almost, but then it gets into a movie within a movie. And I'm like, okay, what is going on here? There's a lot of layers going on. It's a lot of just theme genres too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of everything.
I felt like
A lot of everything.
If Once Upon a Time in Hollywood wasn't made, I don't think we'd get this movie. Right? There's
There
a lot of
was-
like
yeah.
on-set type
Yeah.
of like acting within acting, you know.
I was thinking
Scenes
Once
within
Upon a Time
scenes.
Hollywood a lot, where I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, they're even on the backdrop. I'm just waiting for someone to be like, hey.
Even
hey.
Kevin Bacon, right? He had the
Yeah.
whole get-up like J.J. Getty's in Chinatown, right?
Yes.
I feel like, okay, I overall like the movie, right? Initial thoughts we just saw like a minute ago.
Yeah, 100. I liked
Honestly,
it.
I gotta be honest. She didn't show her tits enough, for my liking, for my personal liking.
I-
Every time that she showed them, they would cut away.
They
They
cut
didn't show
quick.
Her.
Yeah, there
they
was-
showed other girls. They didn't show her.
Yeah, she was not naked at
Which
all.
I guess
in
as
this.
the final boss, she showed enough tit in 2 films, but it's like I
Yes.
wanted that third film tit.
Same here. I was sitting there. I was waiting for it the whole time. I'm like, when's it happening?
Even a sex scene.
In a movie about a porn star, there's little.
clean.
It's very clean. There's only like one pornographic scene, and it's still like
I know.
not her.
That was a little bit disappointing for me.
Like,
I did like the movie. I think
we saw Iraq once, right? When they did the on
They
the
cut
it was
it.
on the tape. No, when they
Oh,
showed
yeah,
the tape
from the old film.
From the old film.
Yeah.
So there was no nudity
No nude
in this
tits.
from her. Yeah,
No.
so yeah, seen them.
I like the film. I think casting wise, I would have had a little more fun with it, right? I don't want to spoil too much of the film, but there's like a Night Stalker character, and
Yeah.
and then even the Kevin Bacon part, he plays like a Louisiana like detective guy.
Yeah.
That to me, that part should have been like McConaughey or even Rob Lowe, 'cause they keep mentioning like St. Elmo's Fire in the movie.
Yeah.
So it'd be funny if you get like a guy from the 80s.
From someone from the 80s would have been
Bacon
great.
is kind
Yeah.
of from there, but it's like he was just in that fairy dance movie. I'm not really.
Yeah. I was thinking
I
of.
didn't really buy him in that part.
I was thinking of Christian Slater for some reason.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
I don't know
Slater'd be
why. I
cool.
was just like slimy Slater just would be a good dude.
Yeah, I just wish they pushed a little further. Even when the killer it ultimately is revealed,
Yeah.
it's like a no-name actor.
Yeah.
Where I lean over to Brad, I'm like, dude, imagine this was like Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
How crazy that'd be! Like that'd be the craziest.
Like,
If he
should
was the
have been
killer.
a named guy and not named in the not named at all in the
No,
cast. or
and you
anything,
don't.
and
Yeah,
then
you
get a
don't show.
big
And then also
surprise.
imagine Kevin Spacey shows up. He's like,
It is
I'm
Kevin
romantic and I'm gonna finger your ass. You're like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
It would have been nice if it was Kevin Spacey.
Oh, it'd be so cool if it was Spacey.
Even Nick Cage. I don't
You know
care.
who else I was thinking too? I was thinking Robert Englund. You go with that casting, right?
That'd been cool.
Because you're like, oh, it's fucking Freddy. Like that would
Yeah,
have been cool.
that would
you
have
know?
been cool. Yeah.
But
that would've
overall,
been
like
cool.
that movie was just like, it was very meh. I
Yeah.
didn't leave feeling like, oh, Charge. I felt like, eh.
It's another movie. That's
Yeah.
all I was thinking. Like, I'm like, oh, it's a movie. Because I think also, like, maybe I had the bar too high for myself.
Yeah.
And then when I watched it, I'm like, oh, okay. This is it. This is what it is.
I was expecting a lot. 'Cause I
think
really
I was-
enjoy X. I really enjoy Pearl.
Yeah.
I was expecting the world.
I think I was expecting too much as well.
Yeah.
And, like, I really, again, like, I also like Pearl and X. And I was like, the bar was so high. And then watching it, the bar is, like, getting lower and lower and lower. And I'm like, okay. And, like,
She has a lot of, what was weird to me, she has a lot of one lines of coke. She's never done, and I personally, I've met some people in my life,
Yeah.
right? I've never met anyone who does one line of coke.
how many lines do you do?
You never do one, right? If you're going to do one, you're going to do 10.
Okay.
And this whole
Well-
movie, every 5 minutes, she has one line. And she just does one and looks in the mirror and she's like, I'm ready. It's like,
Yeah.
that's not how it works. So I've heard.
I don't
So
know.
I've heard- I don't know either.
I've never done coke.
I've watched a lot of 80s movies. I hear that's how you do it. I hear you do more than one.
I've never done it.
That's
Ever.
good. That's healthy. That's good.
Thank you. But I just thought
Nor
it was
have I.
I just thought it was a pick-me-up the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, she needed a boost.
Yeah, it
So
was
maybe,
good. I like
you
when
know,
she went to the rave. That was cool. But then nothing really happened. Like, she chases the... I mean, I feel like I wanted more a little bit. Every scene I was like, I want more here.
There was a lot of that. A
Yeah.
lot of that.
Even the dynamic between the two goofy cops, Bobby Carnivale and that hot chick, Michelle, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, give
Not
me
goofy
more,
enough.
though. Well,
I did laugh once when she's like, give me cover when she said I got to reload,
Yeah.
and she's already covered.
Yeah.
Like, they can't hit her.
Then she runs over with a scissor in her eye, falls down the hill. Spoiler
No, that
alert.
was
Funny.
a cross.
A cross, yeah.
But
I
yeah,
just-
it
And
wasn't.
even all like the Devil Mania stuff of the 80s, like it kind of reminded me of like Interview with the Devil, right? When we saw
Yeah,
that,
with,
or Late
like-
Night with the Devil.
Great film.
Great lighting. I just called for that lighting
Yeah.
package there. But
Yeah, I was into the whole occult thing, but they didn't
But
go
then
down.
they
They
didn't
didn't go down there.
It ended up just
As
being like weird
backdrop.
religious people.
Yeah, just stuff in
Yeah.
the background.
I know.
And it wasn't even that guy, right?
No.
It was like
I know.
The Night Killer or the Night Stalker was not a part of the cult stuff.
No.
So there's like two things going on here. I was like, all right.
I wanted it to be more like I almost wanted like more 80s. I wanted just more grit, more like.
Yeah, that's the one thing I did like though. It was the 80s, like.
The aesthetic was definitely good. They nailed decoration.
And I like that black nerd who's in the movie guy. I don't know if he was gay or not.
No, because he's like, I'm the only guy that doesn't want to bang you.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't want AIDS.
No, if you don't want to bang a girl, you're gay. That's how it works. No, imagine seeing a girl and I don't want to bang you. Oh, that's fine, but you're a gay guy.
Yeah, but she's in the industry. But I'm
Dude, wear 17 condoms on your giant dong and go in there.
That's valid. And he did say this place isn't what it used to be.
They used to do weird sex shit.
Yeah, he was probably flipping.
I remember
glory holes in the back of the video store.
Well, speak for yourself on that one, but no, he probably did. Probably did a glory hole.
Glory hole. I was 6. I wasn't doing glory holes back then.
I remember the second kill of my life. I actually wore 2 condoms because I heard she got around a little bit. I was very nervous. Shout out Mel. You know who you are. She becomes Maxxxine. Like in real life, it's actually
this releases and she becomes Maxxxine. She's like,
no, she was a hot
ginger.
She's
killing all your friends, man. I better not get killed.
No, she was a good time. I'm gonna call her later, but yeah, I don't know. The film, I don't want to say it was a letdown, but it was just like
no, it's a letdown because your bar was too high. That's
the bar was definitely too high.
I think I need to see it again to get it proper, but it's definitely not better than Pearl or X.
No,
unfortunately.
But I feel like there's more budget. I don't know if they landed the plane on this one, you know? I wanted a little more fun with casting.
Yeah.
I wanted the soundtrack could have been a little better. Even the kills were like.
The soundtrack wasn't even that good.
Even the kills were kind of meh, off screen.
Yeah.
We have all this build up on this guy in the leather being weird, and then it's just like, oh, it's like a nobody. You're like, make that somebody cool.
Like I didn't.
Kevin Bacon's doing like a McConaughey, Nick Cage type performance. You're like, why not just get those guys?
Yeah.
Why get Kevin Bacon? Kevin Bacon is fine. I'm not like chirping him, but it's whatever. It's not like give me more. Give me somebody.
Who's this too? He's a little goofy too.
Yeah, and I'm not buying him as this guy at all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's in the middle. It's just a ho-hum. It's just a film. It's just another movie, man.
It's rare that the third movie ever delivers, though. In trilogies, it's rare the third one is a banger.
That's true.
I can't even think right now. About
I don't even know if they are going to make a fourth one. He said he wanted to make a fourth one.
Is the fourth one just maybe a creeper, like a porno addict, cookie cutter?
Could be. Yeah, that'd be cool. Or she becomes president.
President of what? The Porn Association? Or?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Oh my God! Imagine they did a tie-in with like Boogie Nights. That would be sick.
Yeah, I'd be down with the Boogie Nights.
Her and Dirk Diggler have a scene.
That'd be interesting. Mark Wahlberg's still around.
Yeah, you
could easily get him.
You could de-age him, de-age his wiener.
He's only doing Netflix stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So we could easily get him.
Bring Marky Mark in.
That'd be awesome. Just like she's in.
Just one
somehow
scene.
She's in Boogie Nights.
Like, oh, I have a gift. I'm a star too. They both want to be stars. They're just like cokeheads with big dicks.
Well, she becomes an actual star.
She does.
In the end. Maybe. Yeah, we don't know. Maybe.
Because in her mind, she does all that stuff. The movie could have just been horrible.
Yeah, what if she crashes and burns and then she becomes a new Night Stalker in the fourth one?
I feel like she's got that devil in her. She wants to do more with killing.
She's already killed everybody before.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I don't even want to say this really, but I feel like once you start killing people, it's like something that gets you hype.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you're a serial killer, you're not going to stop. You've already done it.
That
could be kind of the movie, right?
And that one scene in the alleyway.
She loved that. She enjoyed that a little too much.
She enjoyed that way too much.
Yeah, the ball scene?
Yeah, so I don't...
The ball scene?
Yeah, the ball scene.
So
Trust.
Good. Yeah, not spoiling it, but the ball scene.
Yeah, the ball scene. And
you'll remember it.
It was not unforgettable. It was like a great scene in the movie.
That was a fun one. The whole crowd was going nuts.
Yeah.
That's the fun of seeing a movie again. I don't want to go on this.
There was like a good 700 people in there.
A lot of people there, and dude, everyone was like loving it. Like when big moments happened, people were cheering. Like even when they showed like Bates Motel and they alluded to other films.
I kind of laughed when they were like the audience got into Bates Motel. I was just like, really?
They liked that a little too much. Yeah. It was strange.
It was weird. I'm just like, oh, okay.
She runs through the Back to the Future like downtown area. When she runs down the stairs, it's Back to the Future.
But that movie doesn't come out until '87, I think. So I was just like,
no, but didn't they use that set for
something else? They had to.
They used it for one of those high school movies with that guy who did all of them.
I was thinking of that, like when they were running through the set. I'm like, oh, what movies are these sets all in and stuff? It was just something I was thinking.
I also, you know what? I didn't fully believe that female director lady either. The hard ass.
For a second there, I thought she was going to be the murderer.
I could see that. I was just
would
like,
that be her?
I'm not believing her as just like, oh, I'm an auteur. I'm gonna make my movie. It's like, in the '80s, they'd literally be like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah,
they wouldn't like
just make the film.
Yeah, you're making like a B-grade horror film.
Yeah,
And
you're
she's
not
acting
even-
like she's making like the greatest movie ever. It's like
Yeah.
you're making like a horror movie.
It's 100,000. That's it.
Yeah.
Just make the movies going on VHS because she had the whole thing like, oh yeah, VHS saved us.
We're
but
doing the movies. It's like, oh, shut up.
We're doing a sequel.
And even the kind of the motivations of the villain, again, not to get too spoiler territory here, but just like, oh, Hollywood's poisoning us and screens are bad. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
give
but
me
then
a little more. Give me a little more.
and he was like, oh, but he also wanted to be famous because like he's making
He had
his
a weird
movie.
thing, yeah. I don't want to spoil it, but
Yeah, I'm trying not
he
to
was
spoil
like a
it.
televangelist kind of type character.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'll go that far.
It should have been the actor that was in Bones and All, the creepy dude who plays Sully. I can't remember that actor's name right now, but he's just
Mark
creepy.
Rylance.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
I would have had him as the preacher guy.
Again, though,
because he's creepy.
It's easy to
he's
do.
just creepy.
He is a good actor, creepy guy. It's easy to do casting stuff because it's like a fantasy team. We can just like name all the people.
Yeah.
I'm sure the budget they had was like nothing, and they couldn't do that.
Yeah, and he could have been busy.
Sure.
Just let's say that.
That's
I don't
true.
even know what the budget for this film was. It's got to be like
It's got to be more than the other two.
I don't even know what those were. I
Probably
totally
very
forgot to
low.
look that up.
I feel like
Let's
they're
just say
5-10 million.
Go 100 million.
On this? No, this
Just
is
to
like
recreate
40,
the 80s.
40 maybe.
The 80s might be a big budget.
Yeah,
'Cause
but it's
it
an
was like- it
A24
felt
film,
like
isn't it? They're not going to put too
Oh
much
yeah.
money in that.
So yeah, 50.
50 or under, I'd bet.
Yeah, probably. So they can't get those guys.
Probably not.
Man,
Do you got anything else on this film?
I don't know. You
Anything
could probably get
else
Nick
bugging you?
Cage for $200.
Nick Cage and McConaughey would do it for Line of Blow.
I
I'll
think
call
Nick
both
Cage-
of them right now. They'll do it.
Is there anything else that I didn't like? No. I wish
What
they
did you? Okay, give me the number one thing you loved about it. Number one thing you hated, or would change. Car just sped by. Dom tried to just rip by us there. Family.
I liked the aesthetic of the 80s. That's probably my favorite thing. I just.
Good. Cameraman knew the assignment.
I
If a hot
like.
girl goes by, literally zoom in on her butt immediately.
Yeah.
That's an obvious statement. Though. That's obvious.
Obvious. I liked everything that was the 80s. Like as I was watching, I'm like, more films need to be in this time period, just because I like the old school technology.
Yeah.
And how you just can't solve murders without a cell phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no tech. It's still grimy.
Yeah, up to like
I
you can
just
do anything
really
up to like
liked all of that.
2005, and then it's like too modern and it's ruined.
And I like just the video store.
The
Like, I
aesthetic's
just,
cool. It's a
something
good
about
vibe.
it really took me back home in the sense of like,
Yeah.
man, I miss 80s.
Well,
I miss the 80s.
I like how this series has gone. What was the first one? The 50s or 60s, right?
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
So the next one might be 90s and she's washed up.
Dude, if it's
That
90s
could
grunge
be the
era,
90s and she's
Yeah.
banging, what's the Nirvana guy?
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, she's banging Cobain.
But no, like her washed up
Maybe
or
she
something.
becomes like Madonna, does singing.
That could be cool. Just anything. And what did I hate about this movie? I don't think I really hated anything.
She didn't have that.
It just didn't have. Yeah, I think my bar again too high, and it just didn't give me that oomph. You know what? Not enough nudity. That's what I hated. Not enough nudity for
there
for
was-
a movie
yeah.
set in the porn
If you're
industry.
doing a porn movie, I expect like everybody to be naked,
Yeah.
sucking, fucking all the time.
Yeah, not enough nudity.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. And guess what? There never could be enough.
No.
There's no amount where I go, this is enough. I go, a little bit more.
Yeah.
One more tit.
Just a little bit.
Give,
well,
me,
like,
give me one more half a
especially
cock.
after you watch like Infinity Pool as her last movie, and
Infinity
you're just
Pool
like,
is so hot. If
man,
anybody's seen that film, it's David Cronenberg's son. I forget his name. Brandon, maybe? Brandon
Yeah,
Cronenberg.
it is. Yeah.
There's a scene where the guy who plays Tarzan,
Skarsgård.
yeah, that guy, one of the Skarsgård guys, its older brother.
Yeah.
He's sucking her tit on a beach.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I told you how many times I fapped for this film, I'd be in jail. It's really, it's a masterpiece. So it's fucking,
It's true though.
It's so good, man. And she's just like, oh yeah, I suck
Yeah.
that tit, baby. She's a little British voice. So
Yeah,
hot.
and just her yelling at him, "You bedwetter!" I laugh. I'm
I'm
you
gonna
know
go
what?
home and watch that
I
film.
think I like Infinity Pool more than
Infinity.
this.
If you haven't seen Infinity Pool, watch that. This is a Maxxxine review, but watch Infinity Pool. It's
I agree.
so good.
It's
so
a great
good.
movie. But after watching that as her last film, and you're like, man, I expect to see more nudity in this film because
I
it's a
know.
porno movie.
I know.
It's set in the pornos. It's the 80s.
I feel like that
it's-
might have been her and her agent's been like, no, let's do a real.
Yeah, you've done enough.
You've shown tits enough.
Yeah.
Which is you haven't.
Well, her last 4 films in a row, right?
Make it 5. How many times does Harvey Keitel show his shaft?
Like every film.
On the cover of Badly Tiny, he has his number, which I love the guy for that. He's doing heroin, he has his dick out. That's what a man does.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Right now, he's pulled the horn out.
I have to use a lot of blur budget.
In Hamilton, just a little bit, but in Hamilton, nobody would even blink it. He'd be like, "Oh, cool.
Nice
Can I-
horn.
Can I smoke it? Can I smoke your horn?"
Can I put some coke on it?
Oh, I wish.
What'd you hate and like?
To me, again, it was just like one of those films where I don't know how much will stick with me. Like, it felt like I was just watching it, bathing over me, and I was like, nothing stuck to me where I'll, like, be doing my laundry a week from now and go, like, oh, that was so cool. There's
Yeah.
not, like, that moment.
It's a ball scene. That's
The ball
moment.
scene was good, but then again, I felt a little let down. But I think, again, expectations were too high,
Yeah.
but
car crush scene was cool.
It's the third movie of a trilogy. It's like the third one always kind of lets you down.
Yeah, and I think Pearl sits with you more, and X sits with you more.
There's just more to think about. Where this movie's just like, okay, I want to be a star. She's a star.
Yeah.
And somebody's bugging her, and then it's just like, okay, well, I know. It just kind of felt very predictable.
And they did wrap everything up too, so to speak. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
It was fine. You want to get an Axel F real quick? You got any thoughts on the new Netflix exclusive Axel F Foley film?
Okay, Axel F.
Here we go.
Hold
The man's fired up.
I actually oddly liked some of it.
Okay.
Not all of it. It is a movie, but I think what I would say, I like the nostalgia. I think it's the nostalgia play that actually got me because I love Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2.
And again, that's another third one that sucked.
And yeah, the third one sucks.
Yeah.
The fourth one is meh. But
You know the fourth one's higher rated on IMDb than 2, huh?
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Yeah,
But
IMDb's ridiculous.
I like just seeing the guys back. You know what I'm saying? Just
cool.
and they're not back together a lot, but it's just nice.
Yeah.
And I just like seeing Eddie Murphy be Axel Foley, and he is kind of like Axel Foley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to laugh, which I think he's faked it his entire career. Now that I've watched him,
The Eddie Murphy.
the Eddie Murphy laugh. Yeah, but I didn't hate it, and you know what? Also, it did kind of have that throwback to classic action movies.
It
And
felt-
I
had that good
appreciated
vibe.
that.
It was
had
a good
that,
action comedy. The opening scene was a banger in Detroit where he
Yes.
does all that. That was fun.
And I was like, okay, throwback. But-
Again, another Kevin Bacon part where I go, I don't know.
oh yeah, I forgot he was
It's
in
the
it.
summer
That's
of Kevin
right.
Bacon
Yeah.
where I go, I don't know if we should.
But
But
like-
this guy get every job.
As soon as I saw Kevin Bacon, I'm like, that's the villain. Like,
it's so obvious.
yeah,
It's like,
it was too obvious. There's a lot of
I'm
obvious.
hating on the bacon man, but I'm just, I
Yeah.
don't eat pork personally, but I'm just like, I don't know.
It's just the summer of
Yeah.
bacon.
No, Axel was good. I liked Joseph Gordon-Levitt or whatever.
Levitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He was
didn't
good.
mind
The
him.
daughter was pretty hot.
Yeah,
That was
surprised. Yeah.
cool. Yeah. I don't know.
Even though their like stories were kind of just like, meh. I was more into just watching
It was
Axel.
just a good classic action comedy film.
Yeah, it was a good throwback.
And I liked how they had Eddie doing, like, he kept trying to do his Eddie thing where he'd, like, lie to people and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But he kept getting caught.
Yeah.
Kind of like an updated
Yeah.
version. The daughter had to help out. Everyone helped out.
Yeah,
you know.
this was a smarter remake of a classic
Well, they didn't
franchise.
just make him an idiot like a lot of legacy films. They just make like the old lead like a total moron. Like he was capable still. He was still Axel Foley, just a little older.
Yeah, a little older. Still, and he didn't really do a ton of action either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
he still shot his gun and stuff. But like you said, him trying to get the antics, and the antics were good. Like I did actually laugh
When
a couple
Sarge
times.
showed up, that was funny. The old gay guy.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
good.
I actually laughed a couple times.
That was funny, yeah.
But that was it. Like, remember this? But they actually did it good. You know, it was like, remember this stuff? And even like the old school music and stuff was playing. I was like, I do remember all this, and this is a great delivery. Thank
It was
you.
fun. I feel like that movie would have done like probably Bad Boys 3 numbers or 4 numbers. I mean,
I don't know why they didn't release it in the
150
theater.
mil budget for a Netflix movie.
Yeah,
That's a high budget.
But I was surprised. I don't know why they called it Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's actually quite stupid. Like, just call it Beverly Hills Cop 4. Like, who cares? It's a Dynasty movie. We know this.
I know.
Like, you have Bad Boys 4.
Maybe it was
whatever.
a rights issue. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe Netflix just bought this. I don't know. It's probably messy. Probably like Warner Brothers owns one, Paramount owns another, and it's just like, yo, let's just do Axel F.
But okay, between the two, they both just came out today. Whatever it was, July 4th, 5th, July 4th. Today.
Today's the 4th. Happy Independence Day.
Yeah.
Which one did I like more?
Yeah, which did you like better? Axel F or Maxxine? That's a tough one because I think the answer might.
The answer's going to surprise everybody, but it's actually Axel Foley, Axel F.
I gotta agree with you.
I have to
honestly.
say, I
It was a little
really
more fun.
enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
I laughed. I enjoyed I enjoyed it. I just enjoyed it. I had a good time.
It was fun.
I'm
It was fun.
surprised.
Yeah.
I'm actually really surprised at how much I
I
enjoyed
would
that
never
movie.
have guessed that. I'm going home to watch the Roku exclusive, The Real Bros of Simi Valley, Jimmy Tatro. They have a film.
Yeah.
I'll be watching that. Hopefully it's a good comedy. Should have cast me, no big deal. But yeah, I gotta agree with you, Axel F.
Yeah.
And Maxxine, I don't want to hate on it, but
I gotta watch it again. I will watch it again.
Yeah, I'll watch it again at home. I'll
When
watch
it drops on
in a
Prime.
month, but
Yeah, when it comes on Prime in a month,
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
I'll watch all 3 in a row and be like, all right, that was good. But yeah,
I think our initial reactions are right though.
I think so too.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's again. We're Jake Bredin here. Brett. We're at Playhouse Cinema. That's a wrap. We're out.